everybody, welcome to another exciting and informative episode of
Status Alert.
We're your host and my name is Kabonina Makabane.
And I'm Blessing Children. Today we're going to be looking at the issue of testing. We've got the opportunity to interview some of the people who tested recently.
Blessing, didn't you get tested?
Oh yes, I did, and I'll share my experience later on.
Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay. So is it easy to go to the clinic and get tested?
Yeah, from my point of view, I think it's easy, but you know, this clinic, it's only this one and the other one in number 7, but people, we got something like 2 million of people here. So you can't expect everybody to get tested on the same day there, because the queue will be too long, you understand? Some people, they have things to go and do. So they want to reach the time of them getting tested because of the queue.
When you partner if you ever go and do the testing together, or you just live together the way you find it?
Although Kelly single now, in the past, when I relationship, no, we've never.
Next, we spoke to Lebogang Matsumi.
And let's hear her story.
And told you, Lebogang, I have bad news. You're HIV positive. Can we go back to that moment? And in that time, in that room, what were you feeling in that moment?
That is a day I'll never forget. The date was on the 15th of August 2009, and the time was 1 p.m. Like, I will never forget that day. And I remember how I was sitting, because I had a partner testing. I remember how I was sitting with my partner, and how it's a Saturday, you know, and I was thinking, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? You know, and I thought how maybe he's been messing up and he feels he's unsure of himself. You know, I had all these thoughts, and the lady came in, obviously, and said, I've got bad news and good news. And in my mind, I'm like, ooh, what has he been doing? You know, that's how ignorant I was. And that's how much I thought I was so superior to HIV. And then the lady told us that he was negative and I was positive. And I was like, no, it can't be. Like, and I started saying, I think the first thing I said was, I know these tests aren't accurate. I want a blood test. Mind you, I don't even know what a blood test is, but I've heard that there's blood tests and whatever the case is. And I was so in denial. The same day I went out drinking with my friends as if nothing was happening. I was in denial for a very long time until I found out that I was pregnant. And I think that's when things started becoming real. You know, when doctors are sitting down and telling you, this is your viral load, this is what's happening with you. And now you have to deal with the reality that, oh my God, I'm actually infected. And I was in denial. I hated myself. I hated everyone around me. Tried committing suicide. I took my medication because I was told that I need to protect the baby that I'm carrying. Mind you, I never took my medication with the understanding of what's happening to me. I never took my medication knowing what I'm taking and what does this mean. I took it because of protocol, you know. I'm told, and who wants to die? As much as I tried to kill myself, dying is something that I'm not ready for, or I never think I was ready for then, obviously. And when your doctor says, if you don't do this, it will lead to this, I did whatever measures to protect myself and my baby. I was on medication, and then my baby was born, and she was negative. But then I now had to deal. I think being pregnant was a distraction to sort of like forget that I'm living with HIV or was HIV infected, because I only dealt with being HIV positive after I had given birth to my daughter, because I then defaulted from my medication because I still believed that there was no such thing as HIV and that I can't be HIV positive. It was a lot of emotions.
That day. Hey, you were telling me that. You were telling me about your trip to the clinic. Yeah. And what that day was like. What was it like, man?
To me, at first, like, you know, I went there for other reason. Like, I didn't like go there to get tested, you know. So when I got there, I met Sarah. Then Sarah told me, look, before I'm going to refer you to someone to help you, I need you to do this and that. But it's up to you whether you want to get tested or not. So she kind of like questioned me, when last did you do, like, did you have unprotected sex? Then I said, almost always. And she said to me, the chances that you can be HIV positive are very high. And I was like, yo. The death is here next to me. Then, okay. Then she referred me to the counselor. I can't call her name. So that counselor, like, we felt before she could test me, she said to me, like, she asked me the same questions that Sarah was asking me, to say, like, how often do you use condom? Then I said, no, I use condom whenever I feel like using it. So she said to me, what makes you do that? You're still young, so you wanna get infected by this virus. She was talking by HIV and AIDS. So I said to her, like, condom is not what, like, it's not what I prefer when I have, so when like I have sex with someone. And she said to me, you playing with your life, brother. Then she said to me, no, like, I'm going to test you now, but I'm afraid that you might be positive. The chances are very high. And I nearly collapsed. I was very afraid to get tested. Like, she used that, I don't remember that, what they call that kind of test thing, which they use is the quickest one. They say you must wait for 15 minutes, then after 15 minutes the result, yeah. And that 15 minutes to me, it was like, it was like the whole day to me. Then when we were busy waiting for the result, and she said to me, what do you expect? Do you expect positive result or negative? And I said, phew. Since, well, like, I've never get tested before, and I've never thought of get tested. Like, I don't know what to expect. Then she said to me, you must expect something at least. Tell me, negative or positive? And I said, negative. Of course, I can't say negative. And she said to me, then she looked at that testing thing, and she said, no, brother. Are you sure? Tell me again, negative or positive? And I said, you know, I nearly cried. And she said, no, relax. Then she asked me, who are you dating now? And I said, I don't have straight girlfriend. And she said to me, the girlfriend that you dating, are you sharing everything with them? Are you honest to them? If the results are positive now, are you gonna tell them? Because your partner must be the first one who you must speak to. Then they must come to and get tested. Then the moment she said that, I felt all positive. Then I took it into my mind that now I'm already positive. And she said, no, the results are here. 15 minutes is up now. And she gave them to me, only to find that I was HIV negative. And she said, no, this is not for sure. You must come after 3 months. You may find that the virus is it's there, but it's not showing. And she said to me, don't play with your life, brother.
When you heard that you were HIV negative, what did that feel like?
To me it was a relief, because when Sarah told me that the chances are very high that I might be positive, HIV positive, I didn't wanna disagree with her. I didn't know where I stood, because obviously I was having unprotected sex, and with too many girls, I can't count them, so the chances are very high for me to be HIV positive.
Portia, think back to the day when you tested positive. The day when you tested positive, Portia, and the nurse came back into the room and she told you, Portia, I have bad news. You're HIV positive. What was that moment? What can you tell us about that moment?
Okay. The time I went testing, they asked me if I have tested before. I said yes. And how was my status? I said I was negative. And she asked if ever it happens that I'm positive right now, what will I do? She was like, really? Are you really asking me that? I'm telling you, I'm not positive. I know I was negative before, so I'm still negative, definitely. You know? So, and she was like to me, if you find out that you're positive, what you're going to do? I'm like, I think I'm going to kill myself because I won't handle the situation of being positive. How will I face my family? Mostly. My friends. My neighbors. You know, people like to talk. And that's when she started counseling me and stuff. Okay, Sharp. She tested me. She made me think positively, actually. She made me think so positive. So while she pricked me, I was thinking positive. I'm like, why not? A lot of people are living with HIV and they're living for such a long time. If you act positive, if you take it positive, so why not me? By then, I'm still waiting for the results, just thinking to myself, what will stop me? And how will I live? And why will I not live? Hey, the time came. The results. 15 minutes later, the results came. I was expecting negative as always. Every time when I went testing, it was negative. Even now, also expected negative. They were like, Portia, we have a bad news for you. Girl, unfortunately, you're positive. What? Can you please come again? I didn't get that actually. Can you please just come again? She told me again, I'm positive. Sure. I didn't know what to do, what to say, or how to react. But the thing that I did, I cried. I cried. I'm a person who likes to look beautiful, you know. So I was wearing my makeup by then. I ruined my makeup with tears. She borrowed me her makeup. I make up myself. She asked if I could tell anyone. I was like, no, I'm not ready. And I went to the bathroom. I remember that properly. I went to the bathroom. While I was in the bathroom, I just needed a rope, or maybe an electric wire, just to hang myself. And that's to me very hospital. But I couldn't find a rope. Couldn't find that electric wire. So I'm like, okay, let me just go out and face the people and face this situation that I'm in right now. But still, it wasn't. Sorry guys, but thinking of my experience, it makes me very safe. And every time when I think about it, I feel like crying. Because I was still very young. I didn't listen to my mom. Didn't listen to the neighbors. I was very, very young to be positive. But I like myself because I'm matured. I only thought, like, Portia, yeah, you're still young, but you can do this, and you can defeat this, as always in everything.
Wow, that was powerful.
Indeed. Stay tuned, don't press the dial, we'll be right back. Wait a sec, you also got tested.
Oh yeah, and I shared my story with my Survivor crew.
Oh wow, let's roll the tape.
So here's what happened. I heard people talking about a documentary that was being made about HIV and AIDS. Just because I've got love for film and I love cameras and everything, I decided to join. So after a week later, I found myself having to talk to people about HIV and AIDS, how to live healthy, asking them questions, how are they living, are they getting tested with their partners. So after that, I got myself thinking, okay, you're busy running around asking people, do they know the HIV status? Do they know, when was the last time they got tested? And then I'm like, yeah, what I'm doing, it's good for those people, but I don't know where I stand. I didn't know where I stand at the time, where I stood at the time. So I took it upon myself to, well, the mission was to go to the clinic and get tested. But because of the stigma, I thought to myself, okay, what if I test positive? So I'm like, okay, what's an alternative to this? Must I go to the clinic, get tested, or buy my own test and test myself at home.
I mean, why were you nervous? Had you taken chances?
Honestly speaking, I had about, let me calculate. It's not that much, but about 5 times throughout last year. I done protected 5 times. And that got me thinking, ish.
Like at night, vele matavern and stuff. Then if you there's no condom. What do you do?
Is this right and alright?
Yeah.
Even like me, feelings.
Yeah.
And no, I think about last week.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
The first time I'm born, my man takes card. It's past 12. Late.
You can't buy a condom.
No, it's having see if I did. Long time I want to be the suburbs.
Yeah.
So man thing I say good thing. I'm going to get and you packet. Man thing I beg papa. I think feel on over say people them saying I feel and that's about to like release it. Understand what I'm saying? Like now engineer we have phone. So what must I do? Because angazi mina ngicabangela mina nginamshini ngimcheka ngithi I'm sure ngathi ngibona ngathi umuntu right.
Yeah.
Ngathi awuthi ngingene. Sasa wona so uqala ukubamba ngiflu ngayazi understand.
That's what I had in mind. Not knowing where I was going exactly. Not knowing what kind of a hole I was digging for myself. So when I went to a chemistry, I went to a pharmacy. I bought an HIV test. When I got home, I'm sitting on the couch. I've got the test on my hand. I'm asking myself, must I go through with this? What if I'm HIV positive? What's gonna happen? I've been busy running around preaching healthy lifestyle, telling people that they have to live healthy while I don't know my status. What's gonna happen if I test positive? But before I even took the test, I was so nervous. I think it took me about 30 minutes to finally test myself when I got home. 30 minutes. Is it 30 to 45 minutes? I was just sitting on the couch, frozen. No movement. Thinking, must I go through with this? Am I HIV negative or positive? You know that feeling? It feels like you're in a prison. You're in your own prison.
Your love life. Have you taken precautions?
I have.
In your love life?
I have.
Always?
I wouldn't say always, just because well, I took it upon myself to take my partner after testing myself. I took it upon myself to take my partner. That's what I had in mind. Like, since I know where I stand, I should know where she stands as well, so that I can be able to, play it safe. If she's not, if she's not balancing according to my box. So yeah, I took her for testing. Lucky enough, we both negative. So, and I find it it's not weird, but women kinda, they appreciate a person who takes control about health. Because the day I told her that we should go testing, I thought she was gonna decline and say, no, she agreed. Like, nah, let's go testing. And every time when I pull out a condom, when you're about to indulge in a sexual intercourse, every time when I pull out a condom, she doesn't complain. I like what you're doing. You're playing it safe. You never know who's been misbehaving out there. So yeah, it's like that.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Next week we'll be bringing you some more exclusive content from different people.
Same time, same place.
Are you ready to be informed?
Don't forget,
I'm a survivor,
be a survivor.